What's up, guys? Lab 128 bringing you my second shoe review of the evening. The second shoe that I picked up today. It's another one that's coming in the mail. As I stated in my last review, probably be seeing it on Thursday or Friday. So until then, you got this one. And by the way, this happens to be my 50th video. Um, just wanted to give you guys a huge thanks for supporting me. I have, about 50 subscribers, over 10,000 views, and I know to a lot of people that may not seem like a lot, but I've only been on YouTube for a very short time, just a couple months, and just seeing a lot of support, a lot of people watching my stuff, and that's why I keep doing it. I really love buying shoes, love sharing them with you guys. Love showing you what I pick up, helping you guys know whether to pick them up or not. So, as always, thank you guys. Please continue to show your support. Like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, everything you can do. I'd really like to get more people on board and, bring my reviews to a new audience. So, again, thank you guys, and we'll continue to bring you new shoe reviews because you guys seem to like them. So, this is the second shoe that I picked up. First one, as you saw, was the Lebron XI King's Pride colorway. This is standard Jordan box and Air Jordan Retro 10, size 10, white, black, light steel gray, varsity red, and the retail's $170. So after these, the retail on all Jordan Retros, the general release, is going to be $170. I've heard a rumor that there may be one or two more 160s, but I think that's just what I mentioned. It's just a rumor. I think they're all going to be 170 from now on, and starting next year, it's going to be the norm. So just is what it is. Another $10 increase. What nobody's going to be able to do anything about it, so there's no sense in complaining. So, as you could probably tell from the label, these are the Jordan 10 steel. Now the funny thing is, I went and waited in line for a little while to get these. I ended up being more excited about the LeBrons. This is the first pair of Jordan 10s I've ever owned, and they're cool. I really like the shoe a lot, but those LeBron 11s they're just crazy. So, this shoe is kind of taking a backseat in my my closet to LeBron. So, but either way, let's get into the review and show you guys what the shoe's all about. Now the tens, as most of you know, I don't think he no, the tens are the shoe that he wore the season he came back, were on 45. The nines were the shoe that he never wore. So it was this transition period. This is when he came back. The tens are most known probably for their outsole, which lists all of his accomplishments, or a bunch of them anyway. Starting at the bottom, we'll run through these real quick. 1985 rookie year, 86, 63 points, 87 scoring title, 88 dunk champ, 89 all defense, 90 scores 69 points, 91 MVP/championship, 92 MVP/championship, 93 MVP/championship, 94 beyond. So that's when he went to play baseball, and as we all know, that didn't work out so well. He ended up coming back, wearing this shoe, winning another 3 championships, and being the best of all time. So I think that's what they mean by beyond. The outsole, aside from having all those accomplishments on it, just looks cool. It's got kind of that zebra look to it, and the steel gray and the black. You also have your red Jumpman down here on the heel area, and it's just a cool look to it. Cool traction pattern. The front of the shoe under the toe box kind of flat, sort of normal. just normal black rubber. The shoe altogether, I'd say it's probably one of the more simple Jordans. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think it's kind of a slept-on shoe. I was actually expecting a lot less people to be there, but there were a lot of people there, camping for the shoe. A few people sleeping outside the finish line, which was just silly. Considering the people that showed up an hour before the release ended up getting their pair anyway, so sleeping on the ground in 40-degree weather is just silly. For a general release anyway. So, back to the shoe. The midsole, all white foam, kind of waving around all the way to the front, where you get to the toe box area, and the upper, which is it's real smooth, tumbled leather. Gotta do the smell test. It's decent quality. I wouldn't say it's the best, wouldn't say it's the worst. Anytime you get tumbled leather, I'd say it's a plus. I really love tumbled leather for a couple of reasons. It's usually better quality than split grain on sneakers anyway, and it tends to show creasing a little bit less since it's already got the texture to it anyway. So if you look at, for instance, my Fire Red 3s, I've worn these quite a bit, and there is some creasing in here, but it's a lot less than it is on my shoes that are normal leather, just because that tumbled leather just really kind of covers it up real well. So that's one of the reasons I like it, and it just looks nice. So then you have some pieces of split grain leather, or just normal smooth leather, sort of waving above here on this side, and then waving above the midsole on this side. You've also got a black Jumpman embroidered on the back. Now, one thing I've noticed about tumbled leather is the Jumpmans embroidered on tumbled leather are always going to look a little raggedy. So, you see him, he looks a little shady, and then even on this one, it's just looking a little shady in comparison to some of the other Jumpmans. So that was a concern of mine when I first picked up my my Fire Red 3s. I was like, what's wrong with this Jumpman? So I looked into it, did a little research, and it is a lot more difficult apparently to embroider a type pattern on tumbled leather. So that's the reason. If you have shoes that have a sort of a fuzzy Jumpman on tumbled leather, don't worry about it. It's how it's supposed to be. Feature a black heel tab on the back here. Some black split grain leather goes around the heel collar and then down into the lace area, which is probably the most loud part of the shoe, or the most complex part of the shoe, the upper anyway, since the rest is mostly just white leather. It has that same pattern on the bottom, sort of the zebra pattern in black and steel. I imagine that they carried it over from the 11s. They tend to pick one or two components from the previous year and bring it onto the next year's shoe when they were designing these old shoes. So I think this is what they took from the 11s. Correct me if I'm wrong if there's anything else. But so you have these little lace holders here. Let's see, there's 7 of them, something like that. And then you have your little leather piece right there, holding the laces at the bottom. Now, on the actual tongue itself, you have these stripes here are elastic. So they're obviously for lockdown purposes, and but they also serve to just look cool anyway, so it's functional and fashionable. The laces on these, sort of like the laces on the 11s, also rope black laces, really thick. Not as thick as the LeBrons I just showed you, but still pretty thick. The tongue up top features black leather, and it says Air Jordan 23. It's embossed into the leather. Now, my favorite part of the shoe altogether is the sock liner and the back of the tongue. So the sock liner features a black and steel checker pattern all through, and it's very soft, very cushioned. Looks really cool, just because it barely pokes out at the top. And the back of the tongue has this little patch here that I never actually noticed. It says Air Jordan Collection. It's in sort of a weird multicolor patch. I've never seen that before. Again, this is my first pair of 10s. I've never been that big into 10s. But you know, all the old Jordan retros, I always cop them just because I kind of go through phases of liking certain retros, disliking other ones. So, you know, once I do go through my 10 phase, I'll be glad to have these on hand to wear them. So, that is pretty much it. These are very simple shoe. Definitely nice looking. Definitely took a back seat to the Lebron 11s that came out today. To me, anyway. So, the next big Jordan release, I would say, is probably going to be the Laneys, which you're going to have to be on your game to get those. I'm going to have to, you know, be out early. I was out early for these, a couple hours early, but I'm probably going to have to be out there with those dudes in sleeping bags outside finish line because, because it's going to be crazy trying to get those Laneys. 5s in general are crazy to get, but iconic colorways like that, just forget it. I mean, you're not going to be able to get them online. You're going to have to go to a store. You're going to have to camp for them. That's just the long and short of it, just like the grapes. And it is what it is. So that'll be the next big one. Those are also going to be 170. So get used to that. That does suck, but whatever. I have 3 pairs of shoes coming in the mail. So this week is going to be a big week. I'm going to have a bunch of shoe reviews for you guys, 2 at one time. And then a 3rd will be at the end of the week. I should be getting 2 pairs on Tuesday, 15th, which is Tuesday. So I'll see you guys Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. And then later in the week with my 3rd shoe that's in the mail, which I got from Nike this morning. Actually, while I was waiting in line for these, was able to get those, so pretty stoked about that. You'll see why when I do the review. And again, thank you guys so much for the support. This is my 50th video, over 10,000 views. I think I'm over 11,000 now, around 50 subscribers. I couldn't be happier with the support I've gotten. So please continue to help me out by liking, commenting, subscribing, everything, sharing my stuff, and I'll keep bringing you guys videos. So until next time, I will see you guys. High Left 128, signing off.